Hey guys, it's been a while, hasn't it? You got a chance to see for the first time Daisy and Duke, Daisy Dukes. That's their names. They're getting big. Definitely running around a lot more. We brought them up on the property just so we could keep a proper eye on them. Plus, Wilma and I just didn't have the energy to keep walking down to where they were feeding them every day, because now that they're growing and starting to get weaned, they need to eat several times a day. So we just thought it was easier to bring them up on the property. And Sandy's up here as well. We're keeping a close eye on her, even though she is starting to dig. The puppies are definitely doing good. And now you finally got their names. Thanks to everybody who offered up suggestions. And they're only a couple weeks away from being adopted. So hopefully that'll go smoothly. So today I think is day 13 of my illness. And Wilma is on day 10. So she's 3 days behind me. So she's still very, very congested. So I'm going to go ahead and have a seat and finish this clip. So like I said, guys, the last 13 days has been rough. And I'm probably 85% better. The sinus infection that I got settled into my chest, but the antibiotics that I took definitely worked. And I think I mentioned this before. I'm pretty clear on what it was, because every time I visit the Philippines, I got the same exact sinus infection. 3 times when I went back to the States, I went right to the doctor, and all 3 times they diagnosed us at a sinus infection. And then the 4th time I actually went to a doctor here in the Philippines in Leyte, and he said the exact same thing. He said, you have a sinus infection, and gave me amoxicillin. So the fact that you can get that drug here without a prescription in most pharmacies, not all, Wilma and I always have a supply on hand. So when I came down with this illness 13 days ago, I knew what it was. Could it be something different? I guess it could be. It's always a chance. But the exact same feeling, exact same symptoms that I've had every time that I get this. The good news is I went 2 years here when I moved here to the Philippines without getting a sinus infection. And the doctor told me back in 2018 to wear a mask. And that's what I started doing when I moved here in 2021. So wearing the mask, I believe, helped a lot. But it was inevitable that it was going to happen, and I got it. And now 13 days later, I'm feeling much, much better. So I heard from a lot of you who said that you have the exact same symptoms, that you visited here in the past and went home with the exact same symptoms. So I think it's something that just happens with the air quality here, with all the dust and all the diesel fumes and things like that. It's just inevitable that someone's not used to it is going to get sick. And it happened to me, like I said, every single time that I visited the Philippines. So definitely feeling better, guys. If you are going to visit the Philippines, think about it. Wear a mask if you're going to be out on a scooter. I think that does block a lot of the dust and fumes. I think it helps. And then have amoxicillin at the ready. And there's a few other things that Wilma and I do on a regular basis, especially when it settles in your chest. We have an oximeter. That's something that we've been using for years. You just put your finger in it, and it tells you your oxygen saturation in your blood. And you should be running somewhere around 94% or better. So whenever we get any type of a chest infection or any type of a cold, Wilma and I use this on a regular basis. And we've been running, like I just did it today, I'm 97. Wilma was 96. So they're good numbers. So that's something that you can get on Amazon, or you can get it on Shopee. It's an oximeter, and it measures your oxygen saturation. Something that I do on a regular basis is check my blood pressure. And again, you can get these anywhere. I check my blood pressure at least weekly just to make sure that I'm not going to need any maintenance medicine at some point. Wilma doesn't check it as much. Her blood pressure is always perfect. And mine runs really good. I'm like 120/70 for years. So that's another thing that you should have. Now, one of the things that's really important in the Philippines, especially for Wilma and her family, is testing her blood sugar level. So we brought a couple of these with us and lots of lancets, lots of test strips. And I check maybe once a month, and Wilma checks probably twice a month, just because she has diabetes in her family. But luckily, Wilma runs like 90, I run like 75 to 80. So really, really good. But keeping an eye on things, I think is very, very important. So there's just some simple little devices that you can bring with you. And then if you just get into a routine and always have medicine on hand, I can't imagine being as sick as Wilma and I was, trying to find a pharmacy and trying to talk to the pharmacist about getting medicines. That's just something that's very reactive. You want to be proactive and have that medicine on hand. So let's get out and I'll show you around a little bit. I got Wilma sitting outside for the first time in 10 days because she's been really hanging around the house. But I got her out trying to get some air. I know how she feels because I was that way just a few days ago. And then, boy, are we behind in projects. But I did do a few things today. We want to show you guys the puppies and then just a few things around the house. For the first time, I'd like to introduce you to Duke. This is the little boy. He's doing really, really good. Look at that face. He's really turning into a really nice dog. He's a little skittish still, a little scared of us. I think because we let them grow up the first few weeks under that rock, and it was hard to get to them and actually, give them the attention that they need. So he's a little skittish. Now, the little girl is a little more skittish. So he's definitely starting to get used to us. But just look at his fur. Isn't that something? It's light brown, dark brown. So he does look like a bear. And that was another name that you guys offered up. But we went with Duke. Hey, Duke. He's doing good. He's a good eater. Definitely starting to run around a lot more. But he's going to be a good-looking dog just because of his hair color. And he seems to be more affectionate than the little girl. So let's go find the little girl. All right, so now I'd like to introduce you to Daisy. So now you know why we named Duke Duke. So we have Daisy and Duke. So she's a little girl. She's a little skittish. We're working on her, trying to get her used to us. But I have to kind of chase her down to pick her up. She's still a little bit nervous, but the more you handle her, the better she gets. Duke is pretty easy. He'll actually come walking over to me. Daisy, not yet. She's a good eater. She's definitely smaller than Duke. She's got real nice colors. See the white in the back of her head? White paws all the way around. White belly, white nose. She's going to be another good-looking dog. Right, Daisy? You don't have to be afraid. She's definitely eating good. She's a little more aggressive eating, believe it or not. When we bring her food out, she jumps on the food. So she took to solid food very, very quickly. But this is Daisy, again up for adoption, and they should be ready for adoption. What, Wilma? In about 2 weeks, maybe 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, maybe 3 weeks.
3 weeks, be ready for adoption. So they're eating solid food. And Sandy is already starting to wean. So there you have it. Little Daisy. All right, another beautiful day. And we've had some really nice days here in the last couple of weeks. And this is the view that Wilma and I have been staring at for 2 weeks. So here's the boss. Day 10. Not good, right?
No.
Now,
Good one.
she's still very congested,
Yeah.
but the medicine she's taking is working. She's out and about a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, so
Just trying to sit here and get fresh air.
trying to get some fresh air. So definitely looking better. So we'll let her relax. And guys, I have not vacuumed the pool. I think I went, I don't know, a couple of days without even putting any type of chlorine in the pool. And take a look. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's pretty clean. Really haven't done anything to it. I've been running the pump every day, but has not been vacuumed in 2 weeks. And when you look at it, it's not too bad. So let's see if we can find the puppies. We got Sandy here. We got the doghouse set up right over there. Okay, here is Duke. See how big he's getting? He's definitely growing. So say hi, Duke.
Sandy.
Sandy's always trying to get in the shot. I'm not sure where Daisy is. Let me take a look around here. She was running around here not too long ago. They're definitely starting to wander a lot more. Do you see her in there? No, I don't see her in there. Where is she? Oh. Oh, there she is. I didn't see her. So they like hiding out behind these chairs. That's why I leave these chairs here, just because they like laying in behind here. So take a look. Look at that face. I tell you, he's a little boy, and he's really starting to get fat. And we moved them up here just because we're trying to get them on some solid food. Let me see if I could just move the chair. They're still a little bit nervous, but they're getting better and better. They're getting more and more used to us. They're still a little skittish just because they were under that rock for so long. But we're petting them every day, and they're getting more and more comfortable with us. But there's Daisy. She's doing good. And they were playing last night. We could hear them growling, and they were out here on the driveway actually playing. So Wilma just fed them not too long ago. They've been eating rice. Look at Duke. Come on, Duke. He's really growing, and he's got really nice color. Beautiful color. So look at that face. So they're just a couple weeks away from able to be adopted. So hopefully soon. Wilma's up. What are you gonna do? Don't water. I don't want you to do any.
I give the puppy water.
A little bit of water.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she's making sure. She's making sure that they're fed. They're really starting to eat good. Wilma takes chicken and shreds it, and then puts it in with some rice, with water, and then she's putting in condensed milk with it. Boy, do they like that. So today was day 13. I got a little energy. I came out, did some weed whacking, because that was a hayfield right there. That was probably, I don't know, 16 inches high. Same thing here. You see the grass is really starting to fill in. But really took some time today. Felt good. Felt good to be in the sun. Felt good to get out. and start to get active again. So garden's hanging in. We really haven't been doing anything with it, just kind of ignoring it. We haven't even been really watering it, and we've been getting showers here and there, but it's a little neglected. But you can see it's looking good, and you can see I did a decent job getting it weed whacked. So that's our update today, guys. It's definitely been a rough 13 days. We're on the mend. We appreciate all the kind words, you guys checking in on us. We'll get back to doing our regular videos here soon. Just need some more time to get some energy back. But just the fact that we're outside today and starting to do little projects, hanging out a little bit. Where's the laser beam? There it is. So it feels good to be in the sun. I'm tired of watching Netflix. Tired of sitting down. Tired of flipping through YouTube. Just feels really good to get outside. Just look at the ocean. Look how beautiful it is today. Just gorgeous. So very happy that we're on the mend, and we'll talk to you guys later.